Hi, Fee Tui Win here, and welcome back to another segment of Tea with Fee. This week's segment is a continuation of last week's exploration of how to handle disappointments when reality does not match expectation. So, if you have not watched last week's segment, I highly recommend you going back to watch that as the premise for continuing this discussion further in this week's Tea with Fee. And remember, there's a reading I want to share with you at the end that really helps me embrace the experiences that I'm in, even when those experiences may be uncomfortable. And so, if you have not made yourself your favorite mug of tea, pause the video, do so, come back, and we will continue this exploration together. Make sure you're comfortable and settled when you come back, because there's a beautiful reading at the end I want to offer you. And when I offer the reading, really allow yourself to relax and immerse and receive the wisdom from the reading. So, continuing on, as I've said, I have been in this experience the last 3 months where I've acted on inspiration and things have not quite turned out the way I imagined. And some of the ahas that I have received to help me be in this experience without losing discouragement and without resisting so much. There has been some resistance, but without resisting so much the experiences that have come up because they have not quite matched my expectation of them. The other analogy that comes to mind to help further understand why things may not quite show up as all hunky-dory, as like everything lining up because we're acting on inspiration, is this. So let's say you finish first grade and you're now going into the second grade. There may be a lot of excitement going into the second grade. It's the natural next step in terms of your journey. And so there's no doubt that you're going to second grade because that's what's naturally coming. And so just like myself, the guidance to go deeper and to grow was the natural next step for me. Now, does that mean that second grade is all hunky-dory and everything will be great and perfect and there will not be any bumps or bruises along the way? Absolutely not, because as I go into second grade, I'm having to learn harder math. I'm having to use the alphabets to make bigger words, more complicated words, write bigger sentences. And so there's very much a challenging aspect of moving into second grade, even though it's the natural next step. I may have to deal with people in different ways. I may meet up with people who may not be as nice as in first grade. My teacher may be expecting more of me than she did when she was in first grade. So even though it's the natural expansion, it doesn't mean that everything will feel great. And yet, trust that this is very much the natural process of expansion. And because I've been living in the first grade box, as I expand in my second grade box, when the expansion rubs up against the old, there's going to be discomfort. And eventually, my box will increase in size to hold my second grade-ness, right? And allow me to be in the new experience with more comfort with time. So I hope that serves you. And before the time runs out, I want to share this reading with you. And so allow yourself to relax, close your eyes. And this is from Lao Tzu, one of my favorite readings from him. If we don't finish the reading, you can always Google it and get the rest of the reading for yourself. Express yourself completely, then keep quiet. Be like the forces of nature. When it blows, there's only wind. When it rains, there's only rain. When the clouds pass, the sun shines through. If you open yourself to the Tao, you are at one with the Tao, and you can embody it completely. If you open yourself to insight, you are at one with insight, and you can use it completely. If you open yourself to loss, you are at one with loss, and you can accept it completely. Open yourself to the Tao, then trust your natural responses, and everything will fall into place. Lao Tzu.